Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about my personal health and wellness journey towards becoming my best self. During this time so far, I have been able to lose a little over 20 pounds in about a month and a half, as well as 5 inches all around my body. As I shared in my last video, that what I'm pursuing is an elimination diet, and really what that means is that I'm eliminating everything but meat. So nothing but meat. And I drink water with electrolytes, and that's it. There's a lot of people who are following, plans to be able to help change their life. And they'll listen to advice that says things like, well, you can eat everything in moderation. You just have to have it fit into your macros and move more, eat less, bada bing, bada boom. You can become your healthiest self and not even have to sacrifice anything. Maybe just the portion sizes, and that's about it. And the thing is that I tried that. It didn't work for me, but I did try it. And what ended up happening was that I was still feeding the part of me that was addicted to carbs and sugar. So when somebody says, oh, you can have a little bit of that, a lot of people will say, well, at least you're having a little bit. Like, that should be enough. Well, perhaps for certain people that works. But for me, it just made me want that thing all the more because I was feeding the appetite that craved that. So instead of alternating what it was I was craving, I was just feeding the craving and therefore perpetuating the problem of continuing to crave the thing. And the things that I was craving were the very things that were causing my ailments, my joint pain, my knee pain, as well as my brain fog and my lack of productivity, my lack of energy. So many things have changed for me since starting this way of eating. And the reason why the everything in moderation did not personally work for me was because I still felt the same. My joint pain was the same, my knee pain was the same, my brain fog was the same, feeling lethargic still was the same. And so when people ask me, don't you feel restricted doing this way of eating? The honest answer is no. Because if the cost of feeling this good is giving up the foods that caused inflammation to such a degree that I was living as a shell of a person, then that's just the price that I have to pay to feel good. And I know that a lot of people don't feel that way. They're like, well, there's no way that I could enjoy myself by eating food like that. And it's like, okay, you don't have to do this. You really don't. But it's affected my life to such a degree that I can't help but share it, because I'm in a big place in my life to where all I want is to eat the food that makes me feel my best. And currently I'm on a 90-day journey of this elimination diet to really kind of get back to an equilibrium, so that way I can optimize the way that I feel and then begin introducing foods back into my life that I do genuinely love and are considered even to be healthy, and wanting to see how they react and how my body reacts to it. Because if my brain fog comes back, if my energy gets lower, if my joint pain comes back, okay, then that's not the food for me. And so a lot of people don't realize that a lot of their ailments could actually be put into remission by actually doing the work to determine which foods that they may have sensitivities to. Because I've even taken food sensitivity tests before, but the only things that they showed me was which foods I had a high tendency to have a skin breakout with. These tests don't test for joint pain or brain fog or anything like that. Only you can determine that. So as you're exploring, your own health journey and where you are in your life, I would encourage you to explore an elimination diet if the everything in moderation hasn't worked for you. Like maybe you need to go a little bit deeper and truly find out what foods you're sensitive to that are causing you pain. And I'm not saying that for me, this is 100% forever. I'm not so legalistic like that. But if it stops working, then I need to change something. And now that I've felt this way, I don't want to do anything to screw that up. And maybe it's time for you to be able to feel what it's like to not be in physical anguishing pain or total brain fog, living as a shell of a person, as I felt that I was. So if you have any questions about that, definitely reach out. I'd love to be able to talk to you more about it. Reach out to Chad Cross if you're really looking forward to truly changing your life. He has been an amazing accountability for me, and I know that he can be amazing for you too. So if you're ready to do something different with your life, then definitely reach out to him. His information will be in my description box below. Thanks so much.